Josephine County is taking the next steps to fill the 2 remaining vacancies on the Board of Commissioners. Now that recall election results have been certified. Thanks for joining us for NewsWatch 12 at 5. I'm Samantha Cadera. With the certification of results, the temporary board is now set to meet tomorrow. Although former Commissioner Chris Barnett resigned earlier this week, certification of the election results now allows the temporary board to assemble and begin filling the remaining vacancies. Tomorrow's agenda includes discussions on the appointment process, the timeline, and the possibility of establishing a new application deadline. NewsWatch 12 will be tracking that meeting, and official election results are available on our website. And 7 rural counties in Oregon will be spared from the SNAP benefits work requirements for the rest of the year, including Lake County. The Oregon Department of Human Services says the change is due to these rural communities not having employment services readily available to help them meet the work requirement. Lake County residents already receiving SNAP benefits do not need to take any action. The change will begin February 1st. New at 5 tonight, Congress has now passed a bill that brings a major boost to local timber revenue. The bill restores Oregon and California counties to 75% of shared timber receipts from Oregon and California Railroad reinvested lands. For Jackson County, that's a 50% increase in annual revenue, which helps maintain critical county services. Now let's check in with Storm Alert Weather 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman. Earlier today, I saw just a little bit of rain when I was taking my dog out for a walk. Can we expect to see a little bit more?
There is the potential tonight, but like what you saw today, it's going to be very light stuff overall. Here's a live look across southern Oregon and northern California. We've got a lot of clouds overall. 50 degrees currently in Medford. It's 42 in Klamath Falls, 57 degrees in Gold Beach, and we're sitting at 46 in Wairika. 50 degrees currently in Grants Pass. It's 47 in Montague, 37 degrees in Lakeview, and currently 41 up in Shamal. Take a look at the radar and satellite imagery, and you can see a few very light showers starting to push into parts of Curry as well as northern Josephine County. This will be very light showers and sprinkles, very similar to what we've been seeing earlier today for parts of the region. A little bit more coverage offshore. So really throughout southern Oregon and northern California, we'll at least have a slight chance tonight of a rain and higher elevation snow shower. Down about 34 degrees in Medford tonight, 28 in Wairika, and dropping to 24 degrees in Klamath Falls. Now for tomorrow, mostly to partly cloudy skies expected. We'll have another round of some very spotty light showers, mainly in southern Oregon as we go throughout the day. You'll notice though, tomorrow afternoon, temperatures bump up a little bit from today's highs. We'll get up to about 55 degrees in Medford, up to 54 in Wairika, 50 in Klamath Falls, and some upper 50s on the way tomorrow in Brookings. Now taking a look at Futurecast, you can see some of this shower activity that we're tracking through the overnight hours, and then a potential of just a few showers again as we go through the day tomorrow. But the trend as we head towards the weekend, dry and warmer, except on Sunday. There is another system we're keeping an eye on for another chance at some wet weather before some very quiet and mild weather it looks like for next week. We'll have a lot more details on that extended forecast coming up in just a bit. Sam.
Matt, thank you. After placing second in districts last weekend, Phoenix High School's bowling team is now headed to state. NewsWatch 12's Oscar Rodriguez is live at Lava Lanes checking in on the team as they get ready for the big matchup. Oscar, tired of seeing all those strikes?
Yeah, Sam, I don't think these guys are tired of striking or going to be tired anytime soon because they got to prepare for state. I'm here with some of the players that got all-star recognition, here with Sam Schultz and Landon Davis. Sam, you actually were the one forming this team in October. From October to making it now, how does it feel you guys were able to make it to state?
Oh, it feels great, honestly. Could never expected this. Coming from just building the team for the first year, thinking we weren't going to be anything going to state, it's surreal, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely impressive, and you got state coming up in a little bit over a month. How are you guys preparing for that big competition?
We're doing more practices. We're coming in on our own as well. We're just really determined, and our goal is to go and win.
I do got one last question before we send it back to you, Sam. Can you guys give us a strike, though?
Yeah.
Let's do it. They're going to give us a strike, guys. This Phoenix High School bowling team placed second out of 18 teams in the OSSA bowling tournament, and they're going to head over to Hillsborough on February 27th and compete on March 1st. But let's see if these guys can get us a strike right here. Oh, all right. It wasn't a strike, but letting the rust off here, but definitely something you guys are going to be working on and be ready for state, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, reporting live from Medford here with the Phoenix High School bowling team, I'm Oscar Rodriguez.
Oscar, thank you, and I have to say that's better than what I could do. Grants Pass High School's automotive courses have been thriving for the last 3 years, but a recent expansion is giving students even more opportunities to work on more cars with more complex issues. NewsWatch 12's Grace Ritz visited Grants Pass High School to learn more about the expansion and the program.
With trades in high demand in Oregon and across the country, students at Grants Pass High School are getting a rolling head start at the automotive courses.
Students have really gotten a taste for the hands-on type of learning, where it's not just academic and theoretical, but you learn something in the classroom and then you put it to work out here.
For the last 3 years, brakes, engine work, steering fluid, batteries, and more were all covered in this one auto shop, giving students as early as freshman year the chance to start learning hands-on mechanical skills.
I'm liking the brakes right now because you just learn about like all the different types, like the disc and drum and all the hydraulics, and it's really fun and interesting.
But thanks to a recent donation from Grants Pass Toyota and Grants Pass Automotive, the school was able to add an outdoor work area with more vehicle lifts, extra space, and heaters, giving students even more opportunities to learn hands-on.
We're less cramped. Instead of having to kind of play rock, paper, scissors for like a lift, we can just kind of call dibs on one, and it's just a lot more easier and more freedom, and everything is nice.
Students are getting more lab time, and they're getting more quality lab time, and we're able to take on jobs that are a little bit more complex.
The skills being taught here and in the new space go far beyond the auto shop, even for those who don't plan on working in the automotive industry.
For a lot of these students, maybe they're not going to pursue a career in automotive, but being able to leave this high school experience and join the adult world and having some understanding of how a vehicle works and having some confidence in their abilities to speak that language or to do even some of their own work is a real game changer in the adult world.
Reporting in Grants Pass, I'm Grace Ritz.
Career and technical programs aren't just at the high school level, but at middle school too. Right now, you're looking at the projects completed by North Middle School's woodworking students. The Grants Pass School District says these projects wouldn't be possible without the materials donated by local organizations and community members. And it's that time of the year where schools in Southern Oregon get paired with their Sparrow. Part of Southern Oregon Sparrow Club's reporter Oscar Rodriguez tells us who Cascade Christian got paired up this year.
Just by looking at Everly, she seems like any other 3-year-old girl.
She is just a little outdoors girl. She has a pony, and she is out there in the middle of all the stuff with the animals. She just loves animals. Horses are her favorite.
But just at 6 months old, Everly was diagnosed with a form of cancer called infant acute lymphoblastic leukemia. This type causes a threat to Everly's kidneys, brain, and spinal fluid. In this past October, Everly had a successful bone marrow transplant, and her sister was the donor, being a 100% match. Ever since the surgery, Everly and her family have been in Portland to stay close to their medical team and have her cells tested. Diana, Everly's mom, is hoping next week they can come back home in White City and for Everly to see her pony Arrow again.
She asks all the time when she gets to see that pony again.
And fighting something so hard at a young age can be difficult for Everly and her family, but having a team of support behind your back can make all the difference.
I wanted to help so much. I mean, obviously she's so cute, and just hearing about her story, it's just really touching with what she's gone through, and that she still remains strong, and that she's so strong being so young and having to go through that.
Through Sparrow Clubs, Everly was paired with students from Cascade Christian this year. These selfless students are ready to dive in to support Everly. Some of the students who met her felt an immediate connection.
I think for me personally, my grandma had cancer twice, and so I got to watch my family go through that hard time, and I thought that with my knowledge of how it feels to go through that I could help comfort a family through a community.
Fundraising events like making custom t-shirts to basketball camps. These students are working hard to help raise money for Everly and her family. Diana says seeing all this support means everything.
And we didn't know what to expect at all, so it's just been kind of blowing us away with just the overwhelming amount of support there, and it's much needed and so much appreciated.
From Medford, I'm Oscar Rodriguez.
We'll continue to follow Everly's story along with other sparrows throughout the school year. And the city of Gold Beach is preparing to demolish the Kid Castle playground at Buffington Park. The demolition is the first step in building a new playground, which is set to begin this summer. The city says the playground will have to permanently be closed until construction on the new playground is complete. And until then, the city says they appreciate the community's patience and can't wait to unveil the new playground. And Wake Up and Win is back this week. You still have 2 more chances to win 4 tickets to Dinosaur Adventure at the Jackson County Expo this weekend. All you have to do is watch NewsWatch 12 this morning between 6:45 and 7 a.m., spot the daily code word, and enter it in on our website. Tune in both tomorrow and Friday for your chance to win.